Cherry Purls podcast. This is episode 98, and this is our fourth time recording because we've had some computer issues, but that just means that we're really well rehearsed for our opening.
One would think that, but that's not necessarily the case.
We are a fiber-related knitting podcast coming to you from outside New Orleans, Louisiana, and we are super glad that you're here with us today.
Yes, we are.
So I'm Robin.
I'm Mary.
You can find me as Teeny Button on Instagram and Ravelry, and you can find my hand-dyed yarn at teennybuttonstudio.com.
I am Snippin' Full on Ravelry, and on Instagram, I am Cherry Purls Mary.
And we have a podcast group on Ravelry. That's where you can find the show notes as well as links to everything we're going to talk about. It'll be linked down below, or you can just search Cherry Purls Podcast in the groups tab on Ravelry. So we have two knit-alongs, one of which has concluded, so we will talk about that first.
Sounds good. So the very first make-along that I'm going to talk about is the Abigail's Hope make-along. We had some people who participated, and we really appreciate that. We co-hosted it with Amy of the Abigail's Hope Ravelry group, and we chose a prize from our chatter thread, and the winner is Lori Southern Belle. So Lori, we will get some yarn out to us, so we will get to deliver that in person, which is always fun to do.
She's a sweetheart. We love Lori.
Yes.
And she likes when we talk about her on the podcast. So hi, Lori.
Hey. So, so we want to thank everyone who participated.
Yay.
And thanks to Amy for co-hosting with us.
Yes. And Abigail's Hope did post a picture of everything that was donated, so that was really cool to see.
Everything that Amy had to send off.
Yeah. So I'm hosting a knit along or crochet along over in the Teeny Button Studio Ravelry group. This is our Harry Potter knit along, but you can crochet as well. So the way that it works is you either make a Harry Potter project with any Teeny Button Studio yarn, or use a Teeny Button Studio yarn to make any project. There's a couple more rules in terms of like yardage requirements and stuff, but that can be found over in the Teeny Button Studio Ravelry group. And then this is a quarterly knit along. So we are in the second quarter right now, which will conclude on June 30th. I almost said 31st, but there is no June 31st.
Not July 1st.
Not July 1st, no. And it runs quarterly, so if you complete every quarter this year, you get entered into a grand prize drawing. So there's full rules can be found over there. Will be linked down below as well.
And found in the show notes. A link for that.
And found in the show notes, yes. That's what show notes are for. So in terms of where you can find us in the near future, really quick, we are both going to be at the Houston Fiber Fest. That is June 21st to the 23rd at the Berry Center in Cypress, Texas.
Yes.
And then just myself, I will be at the SSK Super Summer Knit Together Retreat in Nashville, and that is going to be, the retreat starts the 17th of July, but the the vendor market is on the 20th. So if you are local, to the Nashville area, or you feel like taking a little trip, it is Saturday afternoon, is open to the general public, and I would love it if you come see me.
Some really great vendors going to be there.
Amazing. So someone sent me with a shopping list.
So. Oh, you'll be yarn mule.
Yarn
muling some things home for sure.
I'm very excited about some of the vendors that they're having back, and some of the new vendors. And that is hosted by the Knit Girls. I'm not sure if we ever mentioned that, but I'm Leslie and Laura of the Knit Girls. So
they're amazing.
Yes.
If you ever have a chance to go to SSK, you should.
Or just watch the podcast. They're hilarious.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that is all of the administrative stuff.
Think so.
Do you have any finished objects?
Well, I have I don't know if you call it an HO, a half-finished object, a hoe. It was a whip as of last night. I don't know how you do it. When I finish something on Ravelry, if it's something that needs to be blocked, I put my finish date as the date I actually finished knitting it. But I don't really usually show it on the podcast until it's been blocked. Mm-hmm. But I went ahead and brought it today.
Okay.
So, this is a brand new project.
Wow, you already finished that?
I have already finished this.
Wow.
So, this is Damus by Kitman Figueroa.
That's a fun name.
And it is a shawl. That is my first shawl that was knit from bottom up. So, I had never done a bottom up shawl before.
This puppy's going to block out.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll block out because it's small for what I like. Mm-hmm. This is the large size. I knit this in Teeny Button Studio Soft Sock in Butterbeer. And this pattern has Nupps, but instead of Nupps, I did beading. I don't know if you can see the beads.
No Nupps for you.
No, well, I mean, they're all right, but I prefer beads.
Nope on the Nupps.
So, but anyway, I've never done a bottom-up shawl. This pattern was gifted to me by Elise. She was my partner for the Solidarity Swap, and so I am knitting this as part of this Solidarity Swap knit along. But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to knit. It was very intuitive in terms of, I wouldn't say intuitive. Lace is not always intuitive, but the stitch markers were fantastic. I don't know how people can.
You were over there. You were knitting. I don't know how people can knit without stitch markers.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I don't know how people can knit lace without stitch markers. Because I was reading some of the project notes. I don't know how much y'all read project notes, but I'm a big believer in reading people's project notes. There's hair flying by. But a lot of people were talking about how they had to rip out rows and how they had to put in lifelines and things like that. But I didn't find a lot of problem with my stitch count because I always use stitch markers, and my counts, for the most part, came out correct. This doesn't have a rest row on it, this pattern. A lot of times with lace, you'll just purl back on the wrong side row. But in this case, you are knitting the knits and purling the purls. So it's not that hard as long as you know how to read your knitting. But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to knit. I do still prefer top-down shawls just because if you've got leftover yarn, you can make it bigger.
You're not committed to a certain length.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, and so a lot of times you can add to it. Whereas with a bottom-up shawl, the size is going to be is obviously the size is going to be
because it'll block out real
when
good.
You close it up. Well, you know me and blocking, so that's why I kind of thought I would go ahead and show it because now you know what it looks like, and then the next time we podcast, I'll bring it back so you can see how big it ended up turning out to be. But I used it. It called for 2 cakes. I think I probably just used a little bit over one because I think I've got maybe that much left of the first ball. So I did do.
But you did alternate.
I did alternate once. I think I was at 18 grams of the first ball when I started alternating. So it's really just this upper part here that I used 2 balls for. So it probably uses just a little over 1. But then also I am on the tighter side of knitting. So
you probably go up a needle size even.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the fabric. We'll see how it blocks out. But I think I'm going to do the scalloped edge. I don't know if you can see it. But it has a really pretty scalloped edge on it that you can block it to. Some people are blocking it to points. And a lot of times I will block a shawl with 2 points. But I think in this case I'm going to try to do the scallop. It's obviously going to take more T-pins to do so, but I think it'll be just something different from what I normally have in my repertoire.
Did you already have these gold beads?
No.
You bought the beads?
I bought the beads. The beads I got at Michael's.
Oh.
They're just, I think they're 6-0 seed beads, and they're gold, like gold foil filled.
They look really good.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed it. It was fun, and it went relatively fast. Worked on it at night when I wasn't playing with kittens, and I was in a different room with kittens because I can't do lace with kittens.
Can't do much with kittens. I posted an Instagram story.
Well, you can do lots with kittens.
You can't knit much with kittens.
Knit much.
Yeah, I posted an Instagram story of Gil attacking my soldotno.
I saw that.
Yeah,
it's like num 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 num.
Yeah, I said you got to teach him young about not messing with yarn, but it didn't work for Hagrid, so who knows?
No. That's probably his only flaw.
Yeah,
that he eats yarn.
So I don't have any finished objects because I have done nothing but work on my soldotna. So I guess
it is amazing.
I guess I'll show it.
Wait, I'm jealous.
I really like it. I'm really happy with it.
I wish we lived someplace where we could wear this a lot. It's beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous?
I'm really happy with it. So obviously I am onto the body, and I'm in love with it. Like, look at my floats. I'm so proud. My stitches keep slipping off, so I'm trying to...
you need to...
I need some stoppers or something. But look at my floats. Look, Mom.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
I really like it. I'm happy with it.
I think you need to show that up close. Look. So
I did it.
This is technically going to be your first completed colorwork project. Because you said you started a couple.
I started some mittens.
But you haven't finished.
And I think that's it.
Well, the mittens were those were the ones that you did in Kirsten's class?
Yeah. Yeah, Kirsten Kapoor. I took her colorwork class.
last year at SSK.
And I think that really helped with this. But I actually never finished those mittens. So the only part that's kind of tight is the beginning because I was just starting, but it's not too tight. Like it's still,
it's not unwearably tight.
Yeah. I'm really surprised this like arrow section is the stretchiest because like in the middle here, like I can like stretch the heck out of it. And this is buckling a little bit, like this part, but I think it'll block flat.
Oh, it'll definitely block out.
Because it stretches pretty good.
Yeah. Show it up close. Yeah, I just love this.
You should knit one. It's really not as challenging as I thought it would be.
It has nothing to do with the challenge. It has to do with putting that kind of work into something and never getting to wear it.
Yeah. I did actually, I think I went to this last week. I bought a dress to wear with this. Sorry. So I really do want to have this finished for Houston.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, I really do want to have this finished for Houston so I can wear it over my dress. Because I feel like if I'm in the AC, I'll be okay. In terms of not sweating through.
It's gorgeous.
Not sweating through. It is super wash. This is Teeny Button Studio, my Swish DK base. And the dark blue is Meet Me in Kingston. The light blue is Tiffany Box. And then up close, see if I can show this without flipping anything over. This is Treacle Toffee, and then this Variegated is On Your Marks, Get Set, Bake. So,
It looks great.
Really love it, and I really, really am enjoying knitting it. And I've seen people on their second one, and I'm like, I can't believe people are knitting two of them. They must really love it, and I can see myself knitting in a second one of this. So. I'll talk more about this at the end of the podcast, but I do have kits for this in my shop right now. I think I still have all sizes left. I am doing a new pricing structure.
Yes. Yeah.
Where bigger sizes get a discount, but I'll talk about that more in shop update. But if you are interested in this and you like how it looks, I do have kits available as we speak. Woo!
I love it.
I really like it. So I don't know.
You might take it.
I might knit it longer than the pattern says. I think the pattern says 5 repeats, and I'm on 2 and some change right now. So that's half of the body.
So you say repeats is this little part right here? Is what the
so
rest of it
this
looks
is
like?
already almost half of the, that's how long it'll be. So that's just a little too short for me. I don't know. I think what I need to do is I need to wear the dress that I plan to wear with it.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
put it over.
And then see where you want it to hit.
And see, because there is also a decent colorwork section at the bottom in this dark blue.
And then there's ribbing after that?
Yeah, there's like a little colorwork and then the ribbing. So what some people are doing is they're going ahead and doing the sleeves, which I kind of like the idea of doing that. Maybe because I borrowed your 60 inch cord. Maybe I'll hang on to that and put that on the body and then do the sleeves. Because I can't try it on with this cord. I need the 60-inch cord to try it on.
Oh, send a bit.
So
I'll take it out of my bag.
Yeah, you already packed it, but I did give you your stitch marker back. But I really enjoyed it. This is the Soldotna Crop. Thank you. The Soldotna Crop by Caitlin Hunter of Boylan Knitworks. It is super popular pattern right now. She also just released the Novelli tee, which might be next on my list because I like my Tegna, and it seems like it's very similar to the Tegna. So, or the Tenya, I'm not sure how you say that. But I really love this. I kind of just want to squoosh up in it. And
I think you need to make one like Pearl.
People are making them for their kids. So
doesn't Call Me DJ do that?
Yeah,
Makes it
yeah.
for dogs?
Call Me DWJ makes them for
DWJ.
dogs. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you need to make one for Pearl.
I really enjoy it. I'm really happy with it. I am knitting the 3X size, but I did go down a needle size, and I'm very happy I did. Because you can kind of see through. I'm so worried I'm going to rip this up as stitches. You can kind of see through it.
Did you do the poke test?
The poke test that Amy Herzog tells us about. I failed the poke test because that's my finger sticking through the fabric.
But I think the main thing is, do you like fabric?
I like the fabric. And I think if I went up a needle size, I wouldn't... Oh. I have a hole there.
Did a yarn over?
No, I did I didn't increase, but
Yeah, you can fix
I don't
that.
know what happened. If I went up a needle size, that's what the pattern calls for. My fabric would be too loose. So this is a US 4. If I went down another size, I wouldn't get close to gauge because I knit loose. So that's why I went down a needle size.
If you are happy with the fabric,
Yeah.
I think that is the main thing.
And it's a crop top, so if it grows, it's not going to be huge,
You'll
too
be all right
long.
with that.
Yeah. So That's my Soldotna. I'm very happy with it.
It's beautiful.
I like it. I'm a blue girl, y'all know, so I'm happy with it. And my sleeves are on these orange pieces. I might go ahead and pick up the sleeves and do them because that just seems pretty easy. And I'm not using the dark blue right now, so that's the only color I'm not using. So it seems like a good time to do it.
I did the sleeves for about at that point on the sweater that I made. A lot of people had said that they liked doing sweaters that way, just because you're not, when you're doing the sleeves and you're having to turn it, it's not all that extra
to, like,
weight.
Flip all that fabric
and
over
it worked really, really well. So I can see I mean, not that that would be long because it's a crop, but still, I see the wisdom in that.
Yeah. Plus, you can try it on and you get like an accurate fit in the sleeves and the underarms. So
yeah,
I might do that. So that is my only work in progress.
But I still have the one extra one that the northeasterly that I still have been working on. So I have added a couple more sections.
Oh, you're using DPNs. How did I not notice that?
Well, for this I'm using DPN just because it's such a little bit of knitting. I didn't really feel like fighting a cord.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have all my 22-inch or 32-inch cords are on other projects. Mm. So,
looks really good.
So this is kind of where I am. I'm trying to catch these bottom sections up to this end over here. So
it's all even.
So it's, well, you really don't want to make it even because it's just easier to where it's like one off when you're starting to attach them. Okay. So that's why these have just stopped with one extra. Mm-hmm. So I've caught up to that point. Yeah. And so I still have these two here to catch up, if that's making sense to you. So yeah, I'm doing these on DPNs just because it's just, I mean, we're talking, I want to say, what is it, 18 stitches or something? No, it's more than that. I think it's 31 stitches on the needle. And so they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I'm using DPNs.
What's the yarn you're using right now?
The colored yarn that I'm using are leftovers from self-striping yarn. This, I want to say, is a Regia. The white is Teeny Button Studio Soft Sock and Albus. But I think this is a leftover from a Regia. Yeah, it's the same as it's the same as this.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, those are.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that was the same one.
It's just a different place in the
in the sequence.
In the sequence of it, but you can see the colors are similar. Yeah. It's just So yeah, that's what I've been working on. This is what I work on when I'm in with the kittens because I can pick it up and set it down if they come over and they want to crawl in my lap. Or somebody is getting into a place they're not supposed to be getting into and I need to set it down quickly and go rescue somebody or, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Or just if somebody comes and needs cuddles. Yeah. Not just kittens, but Hagrid or Cereza.
Hagrid's a kitten.
He's my baby.
Yeah. So is that all of our projects?
That is all I am working on. I do plan on picking up socks again when we go to Houston. Mm-hmm. So socks are going to come back into the rotation quickly.
It's summer almost, so socks are summer knitting to me.
Yeah, well, they're easy to take on the go.
Yeah. So we have some stash enhancement.
Yes, we do.
Should I go first or should you go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Unless you want to do the thing we got together.
Nah, this is something I actually bought.
Ooh,
right after DFW, and then I lost it in the move, but I found it.
Oh. Yes. You were talking about how you couldn't find it.
Yeah, there's one more. There's one more that I bought that I can't find, but it's got to be somewhere. So, this is from Long Dog Yarn, who is Brandy. She's super sweet. She is a fellow Disney fanatic, and she lives in California, so her park is Disneyland. So she did also a Disney collection.
Cool.
Disney park collection. I was going to say Disney World, but hers is Disneyland. So this is her Haunted Mansion colorway. It's called Sally Slater. And it is inspired by, if you go to the Haunted Mansion and you go into the first antechamber and then they bring you into the room that has no windows and no doors and they have the 4 paintings on the wall and the wall stretches. The girl with the parasol, she's on the tightrope over the alligator. That's one of the portraits. Her name is Sally Slater. So that's what that's inspired by.
I
So
love
the
it.
green for the alligator and the pink for her parasol and the purple for her dress. They actually have ears inspired by her, and it's got like lace on them, and
Oh,
they
that's
have the
really
print.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I just thought that was gorgeous, and
That is
she
beautiful.
got some of my Disney yarn, so I got some of her Disney yarn.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I have one more. Should I go again?
Yeah.
Okay. So this I am super excited about. This actually came in the mail this week from the UK. So I'm sure if you are on Instagram, you are well aware of Ocean by the Sea. She is a dyer from the UK, and she does natural dyes. And her shop updates have been selling out really quickly, which is super awesome for her. And back in February, she did a pre-order listing if you wanted to buy a sweater quantity. And Candace of Pin Feathers and Pearls / Transitory on Instagram posted about it. And she actually used this colorway to do a test knit for Becky of Soprano Knits. So I had to get it. So this is from Ocean by the Sea. That is her postcard. Look how cute that is.
That is adorable.
But one thing I like about her Instagram is that it's very soothing.
Mm-hmm.
And she posts like soothing music, and she posts her plants, and she has a very like
just
particular color palette and aesthetic. Yeah. So I ended up getting 5 skeins.
That's beautiful.
This is a pretty big investment for me, especially coming from the UK. But I love.
You need help?
This yarn I got. I love this base. This is not a base that I can source myself. It is her Bloom base, so it is 100% superwash, non-superwash Falkland wool. So there's 5 skeins at 460 yards a piece, so that's over 2,000 yards. So I can knit whatever I want with it, basically. And the colorway,
beautiful. The
colorway is Naughty Fox. So y'all knew I had to get it.
Her labels.
It's like printed or like seed paper.
It's like recycled paper.
Gorgeous. So
this is just beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? And then at the bottom, the care instructions, it says, I'll relax in a nice warm bath with bubbles. So.
Me too.
So I'm really excited about this. I've actually never knit with Falkland before. I've actually spun it, but I've never knit with it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of a particular pattern. Let me see if I can find it. It's the Calyx.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Let me look it up real quick. Calyx. Ravelry.
Would that be Calyx or Calyx?
Who knows? People probably know. I just don't know.
I'm sure somebody will tell us if they know.
Please tell me if you know. Elizabeth Doherty. Is that how you say it? Right?
Ooh,
Calyx.
yeah.
Calyx. So I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, you can see. It's a nice sweater with lace panel down the front and the sleeves.
That'd be pretty.
And it goes up to a bust size 65, which is very good. And the ease is 6 to 10 inches. So I'll probably make the 54 to 57.
Soft.
But it is so nice. And it's non-superwash, so I'm not worried. We'll see how it goes. I've never knit a garment with non-superwash. I've never knit anything with non-superwash except for like mittens or hats, like accessories.
Or something you intentionally wanted to felt.
Yeah. So I've never knit a garment. I'm a little bit worried about felting like in the underarms, but we'll see how it turns out.
I think you'll be fine.
I really love it. I just want to snuggle them. They're my children.
You just walk around
my
like this so you don't felt it.
Yeah. The only solution. And then it came, like her whole aesthetic, I just love it. So it came wrapped in this muslin, which I'm sure you can recycle.
It's wrapped in this.
It's muslin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm really excited to get it.
Beautiful. You want to wrap this back up in that?
No, I'll just stick them in here and put it on top. So, very happy to get that. So,
pretty. Oh, well, for Mother's Day, I wanted some new earrings. And so I told the kids that I wanted to get some Bertie Parker earrings. So they got me some, and I love them. These are the sterling silver.
She has so many different options.
Yeah, she's got 3 different metals, and then lots of different
sizes
shapes
and prints.
Yeah,
garter and stockinette.
She does garter, she does stockinette, and then she's got some that are non-knit based. But yeah, I really like them. They're nice and lightweight, and they came pretty quickly, and I really love them.
I was in charge of ordering them And I ordered them Saturday. I think they came like Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's really fast.
It was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick.
So we did get one more thing. One more thing? Got more than that.
Just one.
Okay, one more thing.
Well, it was a
package.
A package. It was one package.
So
and it had something for both of us in it.
So Angela of the Felicia Fibers podcast, and I believe she's Felicia Fibers on Instagram.
I think so.
Recently went to Peru with her fiance, and she was so sweet, and she thought of us, and so she brought us back a little something that she sent to us.
Thank you, Angela.
Yay! So look how pretty.
We both got some bags.
Perfect sock size.
So these are absolutely beautiful. They're woven, and then this part right here feels like it's suede.
Suede, yeah.
But it is the perfect size for a pair of socks, and I'm gonna put my next pair of socks in this.
There's a little handle, so pretty too.
Yeah.
And then she sent one for us to give away. Not one of these. It looks a little bit different. We did not bring it.
Yeah, it's a different color.
Yes.
But same style.
Yeah.
Same size.
And then she said in the note that she wanted to send me a housewarming gift, which is super sweet. And she showed this on her last podcast, and I watched it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. And she was talking about how it was for a friend, and she didn't think the friend knew that it was for them, so she didn't feel bad showing it. So,
hi, friend.
This is,
oh my
gosh, look how
Isn't that
cute.
adorable?
So this is out of remnants of my yarn. This is the Night Bus. I believe she uses for a pair of socks.
She
paired
did,
with
because
Butterbeer.
I'm getting ready to knit those.
Yeah, and then this is Mint Macaron and the Silver Fox that she used for her, not with the fade. The big one. Find Your Fade.
Oh, okay.
Took me a while to remember that, but she showed how like the little sleeves are kind of like ombre looking, and I love it.
That's cool.
So I've named him Ernie after the driver of the Night Bus.
Makes
because
sense.
he looks like an Ernie, don't you think?
Sure.
So
I see those gnomes, and I want to knit those
they're so
gnomes.
cute. And the little nose. Oh my god, he's so cute.
It's adorable.
And he's got like beans or
Yeah, she's got like
Yeah.
little pellets in it, because I felt of it before we started, and you were
Yeah.
in the other room, and I'm like, ooh, that's so cute.
and her stitches are so even. Like he looks super
Yeah,
good.
she did a beautiful job with
He's
him.
amazing, and I love him. He's like
He's
my
cute.
favorite thing ever.
He's cute.
So I think he's gonna live back here, or maybe up here. Can't really see him up there. He'll probably live back here. I'll fix him after the podcast, but that way he can be a regular guest.
Yeah.
So thank you, Angela. I thanked her over Instagram message, but
I need to do that.
yeah, we love the bags. I love my gnome. I love Ernie. So we are super happy, and we love everything you sent.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think that is all of the knitting content that we have.
I think so.
So what we're gonna do now is, if I could have that bucket, that'd be good.
You want this whole bucket?
Yes.
All right.
We're gonna move into the Teeny Button Studio shop update segment.
Can I just hand you stuff, or you need the whole bucket?
You can hand me stuff, but it's gonna be fun to kind of pick and choose
Well, it's
what's in
kind of
there.
heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you said hand me the bucket.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the bucket. There is going to be a shop update this Friday, the 24th. I will actually be out of town, but there's still going to be a shop update. Things just won't ship until Wednesday. So be warned, if you order from Friday to like Tuesday, things won't ship till Wednesday. But this is the release, that's the word, of my new pool party collection. So there's 5 skeins, 4 of which I have here, and
That's why you needed to pick.
yeah, 2 of which need names. I
What do
I
you-
don't have the last one caked. Seed? No, I don't.
What are you looking for?
I think I have the ones I need.
No.
That one, yes. Woo! Okay. So these are the 4 that I have so far. There is another one. This one is the one I started with. This is Pineapple Punch. Let me take its little clothes off here. Pineapple Punch. I love those red speckles, like that orange. Look at that.
That's cool.
I love that. So Pineapple Punch. And then this one didn't have a name until we went shopping today. And I saw a soap dispenser shaped like a flamingo, and it said Let's Flamingo on it. And I'm like, that's the one. So this one's called Let's Flamingo. This one,
Do you need to pass anything to me?
yeah. This one is called something about a unicorn. I was gonna say
Something about a unicorn.
I was gonna say because the whole collection is inspired by pool floaties and like what you would see at like a pool party. So I was thinking about the big unicorn inflatables that you can ride on. So I was
Yeah.
gonna say ride a unicorn, or like go ride a unicorn or something. So
by the time it's in the shop, it'll have a name. Something
maybe I'll
uniform.
put it on the screen. Maybe I'll think of it later today while I'm editing. But it is, look at the gradient, the purple to pink gradient right there.
Pretty.
And then this one is inspired by watermelon. It doesn't quite have a name yet. Something about watermelon. I really like the watermelon popsicles that you see sometimes.
Yep.
So those are the 4 new colors. There's one more new color. It is a kind of tonal blue with blue speckles called Float On. That one has a name, but it's still wet, so I'm not going to show you. And then I have more Owlery, including Owlery on Tough Sock, which I actually don't think I've ever done before, oddly enough. So there's Owlery on Tough Sock. Plenty of Meet Me in Kingston. This one's on Lofty Lace. I also have it on DK and on Soft Sock.
That's
Maybe.
Soft Sock. I
Yeah.
don't see the DK.
I don't think it's in there. No.
Okay.
And then Tea at Hagrid's. Actually, I think I'm gonna save this for the Harry Potter update. Tea at Hagrid's on Lush Sock or Lush MCN. No, that's it. Yeah, some of this in here is for custom orders. Yeah, it's a custom order. But it's Tuesday today, so I still have 2 days to dye yarn for the update. So I'm not 100% sure what else is going to be in the update. This is the burrow. That's probably good for now. So you can put it back on the ground. Thank you. I mentioned earlier I'm doing a new system of pricing. I call it the sliding scale pricing method for all of my sweater kits. So the way that works, could you put that on the yellow skein? The way that works is that for all sizes, whenever I offer a particular sweater kit, so I'm making a kit for the Soldotna or I'm making a kit for the Tegna or whatever, for all sizes above a large / 52-inch bust, the average price per skein decreases. So I had some people who were confused about that, but basically, I'm making this as an example. If you need 4 skeins for your size, they're $26 a piece. If you need 5 skeins for your size, they're $24 a piece. If you need 6 skeins for your size, they're $22 a piece, like that sort of thing. And that's just to help those plus size knitters who, for whom making a sweater is more of a cost investment and time investment than for a smaller size knitter. It's not a perfect system, but it's something. And I do wish that more dyers would. I think it's kind of hard because you have to balance. You need to make a profit and you need to be able to stay in business, but it's not fair for people to be penalized for, having to knit a bigger size.
You just want to make sure that people have the opportunity.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about it, you can send me a message or an email or anything. But the pricing is active in my shop for the Novelli Tee and for the Soldotna, which are the only 2 sweater kits I have right now.
And this will only be in effect for when you have yarn in an actual kit.
Yeah, if I offer like a sweater quantity listing, like this is the sweater quantity for this sweater, or just like an average sweater, like a sweater quantity for whatever you want to make. Like it'll be for that kind of stuff, but not for like, if you buy 4 skeins, you get a discount. Like it's for the pre-made, like the kits for specific things. So hopefully that makes sense.
If you have any questions.
Yes. Yeah, feel free to send me a message.
Yeah.
Again, the shop update will be the 24th.
Yep. Friday.
5 p.m. And y'all have seen the colors before I even take pictures of them. Usually we podcast towards the end of the week, or I show what's already in the shop. So you'll be seeing them on Instagram in the near future with the finalized names. So I think that's all we have today.
I think you're right.
Pretty short episode, but we don't have a ton to show. So nothing wrong with a little smaller episode.
No, we've been working on things. It's just not an awful lot of different things.
Yeah.
And we have not bought a lot of stuff, and we haven't really been anywhere. So
pretty boring.
it's the usual.
Yeah.
It's life.
All right. Well, we will see you next time, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.